I'm back with my Thoughtful Thursdays, and hopefully you've watched part 1 of the observations of how customers experience a brand. And the whole of December and Jan and Feb, I've attended different functions, big scale events, and the buffet at these places. And one thing it just happened recently, this was a Saturday event, and I said, I don't remember anything about the food. And that set me thinking. And I said, food is something which is not only about when the person is visually appealing. We all know that we eat food with our eyes. But what mattered at these events was the person serving the food. And I connected food and smiles. If the person, the waiter who came and served you the food was pleasant, he smiled, he was happy serving you the food, it created a memorable experience. I think the restaurant or the food chain, where the manager takes a lot of pride, comes and makes sure that everybody is served. It only reminds me of this aunt or a mom or a cousin who is very passionate about food, a good host, and says, have a little more. Have you eaten well? Make sure you eat this. And you will always feel good about it. And restaurants that do that very authentically survive and get repeat customers. And therefore, the most important thing is, have you the attitude of service? How can you take that for granted? And wherever the attitude of service was top notch, and I can talk about this place called the Sai Palace, which is at Mahakali. I've eaten there dozens of times. I've discussed this with a lot of my friends. If you've ever eaten fish at Sai Palace, it looks like they just went and caught the fish and they're frying it and giving it to you. It almost feels like home. And even in a buffet where they're serving about 100 people, each person can vouch for the freshness of the fish, well fried. Also the cuisine. And they have been consistent about this. And therefore you want to recommend that restaurant or hotel to a few friends. And therefore the experience of food, smiles, and the attitude of service is absolutely important in the food and the hospitality industry. And if you're listening and if you're in that business, I would love to catch up and discuss this, because there are so many blind spots that one cannot see when you're running the business. So if you like what I say and you want to know more, reach out to us.